Hi guys, Sal Galvin here from Perth, WA. I'm here live interviewing Josh Sheehan, the very legendary Josh Sheehan. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you. How are you? Good to be here.
Yeah, cool. Thanks so much for coming, Josh. So, any of you guys don't know Josh Sheehan, then you need to look him up. But most people do seem to. All the little bit of post I put about, everybody seems to know you, Josh.
Yeah, I guess I'm a local here, so more people know me here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to try and be inspirational to people.
So Josh is famous for the triple backflip on a motorbike. Like, who does a flippin' triple backflip on a motorbike and lands it and still lives to tell the tale?
Yeah, well, after doing a double backflip, you can't help but wonder if three's possible. So there were a couple of us in the same book, and we all sort of joined up to see if we could make it happen.
Absolutely
and
amazing.
Got there.
Bloody amazing. So it was in 2015.
Yep. Well, that's when the final jump happened. It started at the start of 2014. So Travis Pastrana wanted to do one as well. He started double backflipping in 07, I think, 06. That's when I started backflipping.
Was it?
I was that far behind them. I watched him at X Games and was blown away by the double. But after I started doubling, some friends and I would every now and then talk about if the triple was possible, and you can't help but wonder. But the difficult part was practicing or learning or testing out these ramps. It wasn't until the start of 14 where Travis had teamed up with some Germans, Austrians at bag jump, and they designed this great big airbag about 25 metres long, 15 metres wide. It was around 3 to 4 metres deep, and basically it was just, we could just jump as high as we wanted and jump off the bike, land on the bike, whatever. It was a multi-stage airbag, and we could set that up anywhere. So before that we would only train 2 airbags and to foam pits, but foam pits are a fixed location. Once you go above a certain point, it starts to hurt more and more, and you need machines and stuff to dig you out. But this airbag, we could basically dig a ramp into a hill and have this airbag sitting up on a hill. So it was a great big step up, made it a safer landing, and we just started trialling ramps.
So you and a group of guys got together and decided that you would have a crack at this triple backflip.
Yeah, so Travis was more the instigator of it all. He tried to set up earlier, which wasn't very safe. It was just a really steep landing, and he I think only on the warm-up jump twisted his knee and busted his ankle or something. So obviously it's just not something that you can go and huck and hope, or just try on any jump. We need something safe. So he wanted me to come out with Tom Pages, another guy that's doing doubles and great aerial awareness, and we both just started playing with some ramps. And first week we were way off. It was all just rock, paper, scissors for who went, and we realised that the ramp was nowhere near steep enough, and made a few changes, and then realised that we were pretty far off. So Tom and I went home, and Tom didn't come back, but Travis worked on I think he made about 10 or 11 ramp changes in the meantime, and got to what he thought was good, and made one last change, he made a solid, the final ramp, and got me over to try it again. And his final change before making it a solid metal ramp was a stuff up. So
was it?
We had to make another few changes, and eventually got there, but it was just, blew things out of proportion. It was just started off as maybe an 8 metre high ramp or something, and that turned into a 10.5 metre takeoff. It was not far off vertical, and it had three different radiuses going up the ramp to this suspension. Would compress and load up and it would affect the rotation and stuff like that. And had 3 different radiuses, and then flattened off at the end, and then went opposite, like a negative angle, I guess. So right at the end of the ramp, the last transition would compress the suspension. Off the flat spot, the front wheel would start to lift, and then as I was basically wheeling off the end of the ramp, the back wheel would drive off the negative pitch,
get you going,
angle to give it a bit more rotation.
And so, like, my favourite thing is, hi guys, everybody jumping on. My favourite thing is honestly, the mental resilience. So, like anybody, you guys know that I love mindset and, mental resilience. Resilience is my favourite word at the moment. So, like, you're going in for this backflip, even just to go on one blooming backflip, you can't pull out halfway. You can't just say, oh, maybe I won't do that today. But for the triple backflip, give us a quick run through on, first of all, how you prep for it. Because you've been an elite sportsman for how many years now, Josh?
It's been 10.
Shit. Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it depends what your class elite has, but yeah, I've been doing this for about 10.
10 years. And so give us a rundown. Just tell me how do you get yourself through their mind, mentally?
Well, my parents, mum and dad, thanks. They were always...
I'd say they'll watch this, yeah.
They were always big on mental strength when I was young, and so they always just taught me to believe in what I did and in myself, and just like I guess practice is one thing. If you practice something often enough, you're confident, and more practice means more experience, and experience counts for a lot. If it's say your first time doing something, you have to be able to visualize it. You have to and if you can visualize it, you're halfway there. And you really need to believe in yourself. It's like faith. You have to just know that you can do it, even if you haven't done it yet, or if you can't. If you question if it's possible, you won't.
You'll lose in the beginning, won't you? Yeah, if you're having that little bit of doubt in your mind. So if you were going to go, maybe not the big one, I'm sure that you were set for there, but if, you do this a lot, okay? So if you were going to perform somewhere and you had some doubt in your mind, how do you get it out?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. This affects a few guys. So first one is visualising. I'll run through my tricks. I might write the tricks that I have to do on a bit of, say, on the bar pad. But looking at that during your run will throw you off and be bad. But it's just there so I can run it through my head beforehand, and then visualising it, run it through, just so when I get out there, I don't have to think about what I'm doing. I just think, done this, okay, go there. It's just should be second nature. Yeah. And every now and then your imagination runs away from you, and you just think, what if my foot catches, or what if this happens? And that's when you have to say, sometimes it's shake your head or physical no, and then think of it again, and then
it's like a reset.
Correct yourself. And sometimes that is actually talking or saying words out loud to say, no, you're fine, you've got this, relax. And then hearing the words, saying it just helps you believe yourself and set your mind straight.
Yeah, and you set it up like that, because I know I just know from experience too, if you're like, a game at elite sport is won or lost between your mind, isn't it? Yeah. And so, and if you've done so much training like you do, what you do is it becomes second nature. Yeah.
Yeah, and with say some tricks like the double backflip before, just when I started doing them to do it, I would only practice in the foam pit at home. Yeah. And so when I'd go to these competitions, I'd be nervous, thinking, do I do it now, later? And it was just one of those things where you have to think, just remember what I did in the foam pit. It's just exactly the same, but to a landing. So. And
fully commit and fully back yourself.
Yeah. And it's not until you've committed, you're on the running, that's when the nerves go. It's the before the competition when you're thinking about it, but once you've told us, or once it's in your run and you're going to do it, then that's you're not worried at all. You know you can do it. Yeah. You're just extra focused.
Just get them going. Hey, and so the night before, do you sleep?
Yeah, very well. Good sleeper. You need to be able to tune out. And I think sometimes if I'm working late or doing emails or something late at night, that can throw you off. But I like to just tune out. Sometimes if my mind's busy before going to bed, thinking about what I need to do the next day, if there's too much to do, might have to write a few things down to get them off your head, and then maybe listen to some music and just chill out. Or sometimes I just like prayer. That's a good one for me, where I can just offload and relax, and but I usually sleep pretty well. The night before the triple was maybe the one I slept the least, but I think I got up maybe half hour earlier than what I did each day. But I was lucky. I had a bunch of mates there, and it was all pretty relaxing. They were, a lot of jokes and a lot of help from them. So I was just kind of felt at home. It just was that last day where you're just telling myself, just it's normal, just treat it like every other day. But yeah, you can't help it.
Get a bit nervous.
Packing bricks.
No, you can't. You can't help it all. So I was having a look through your website. It's pretty amazing. And one of my favourite quote is this: "Chase your dreams. They're closer than you think."
Yeah.
Give us a quick one of that. Yeah.
Just when I was younger, I loved. I've always loved cars, and a friend got a poster made up. I don't know if I used the quote then, but I always thought "Chase your dreams," and they had the poster "Chase your dreams" and had the picture of the Dodge Viper, which was my dream car, and was my dream car. But I've always thought, no, I feel like if I buy it, then it's that makes me think it's over.
Yeah,
it's
right.
never over. So
Yeah, right.
but no, I'm just thinking bigger.
Bigger than a Dodge Viper. That's where you were at when
If I had a couple $100,000 just sitting around to splurge, then Dodge Viper would be cool. But but just the whole chase your dreams, and then I worked hard towards things that I thought were a dream, and then I didn't realise that would take me around the world. It was a career that I didn't know was possible, and I was doing tricks and in places I didn't know I'd ever be, and it was all just because I was chasing this dream, and so that's kind of added to the quote.
Chase
it's closer than you think.
It's closer than you think.
Everything is.
That's a good one, Josh. That's a really good one.
When you're young, when you're starting out in something, especially for us in Australia, it feels like a lot of the major sports leagues are over in US, and especially motocross. There wasn't that much going on here, so we just had to work hard, but being the best in the world seems so far away, but when you just take a couple of steps and just work towards it, you realise that after you've taken a few steps, it's really not that far at all. It's just in your mind we set barriers and make ourselves think that it's too far away, and make it harder for ourselves.
It's like the quote, "How to eat an elephant one bite at a time."
Yeah.
So like chipping away,
That's it.
and now you are the best in the world. Like the only one. No.
For the triple backflip.
For the triple backflip. The only person in the entire world that has done a triple backflip. Like, do you wake up some mornings and go like, pinch yourself?
Yeah, actually I've been about first maybe 6 or 7 years travelling. I'd get to the airport and have to do that. Just think, wow, this is
Me.
this is my career. And for a while I'd get home and feel like I'd have to go and do a 9 to 5 or get a day job, or I felt like I had to go do some work to reward myself with a ride at the end of the day. And it took me a while to really settle into that like athlete lifestyle where training and riding and everything like that was part of my career. So
it was actually a job, isn't it?
Had to focus on some of it.
Do you know, like Josh, as famous as you are and as successful as you are still the Josh Sheehan that I know. Like, you are so down to earth.
Yeah.
You are so down to earth. Like, this guy here is you are just the same. And I think you need to thank your parents for that, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Growing up on a farm with good family, another 4 siblings and good old country parents. Tom and Julie,
Tom and Julie, they're the best, aren't they? They're lovely, lovely people. Josh, thanks so much for coming in today.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And I've not had anybody as famous as Josh Sheehan on my interview thing on Sally Galvin.
You never know who's going to be on here next.
No, I don't. All right, thanks, my dear.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you.
Ciao for now, guys.